High pressure is in place across the southeast of the United States, and with that, there is at times some windy conditions on the top side, if you will, of the high pressure ridge, which essentially is through Ontario and portions of Atlantic Canada with some brisk west winds. Other than that, in terms of features across the country, our country, we have a couple of troughs that are moving across the prairies, and with that, it progressively gets colder over the next few days as we bring in some Arctic air from the north. For the time being, though, across Atlantic Canada, the trend is toward milder and more fair weather heading into the weekend. For Thursday, the forecast, daytime high of 7 in Halifax and 0 in St. John's. At times, still some brisk winds for Newfoundland. It's also very breezy and windy in southern Ontario. Winds from the southwest. It's helped to bring the temperatures up. Gradually, it continues to do so into the weekend. But just along the northeast shore of Lake Erie, there are some winds at times that could gust 80, 90 kilometers per hour along the shoreline, and it's not quite as windy as you move inland, but still a windy day on Thursday. For Friday, it's still breezy, but I wouldn't necessarily describe it as windy, as the winds will start to abate somewhat. The story for the west is that we have a low pressure system coming in that will bring snow to the BC interior and portions of Alberta. For this afternoon, Regina hitting at the freezing mark as a daytime high. Winnipeg, a few flurries, 2 degrees is the high for you. And across the interior of British Columbia, Environment Canada has already issued special weather statements for Caribou and Prince George, and snowfall warnings in Williston, McGregor, to the tune of plus 10 centimeters of snow quite likely as our low pressure system moves in. Southwestern BC, some wet weather on the way for you. Once it settles in, it remains rainy in Vancouver, especially right through to the weekend. And then we have Arctic high pressure settling in over BC and Alberta.